Jashykins, and this is the 4th episode of T3 versus Terminator Salvation. And last episode, T3 got a point. So yeah. And today I'm going to be talking about the new Terminators that are presented in both films. For T3 there's the TX, and for Terminator Salvation there is the hybrid. And well, of course we'll start with the T3 first. The TX is similar to the T1000. The TX, if it touches you, it can transform into you. In the movie, though, it did not show that it could, imitate the floor, such as the T1000 did in T2 to the one cop at the loony bin. The TX is sort of like an upgrade from the T1000. The TX can also have different weapons implanted in itself. It had, I can't remember what it had first, but then after the one chase scene in the whole movie that was a chase scene, John Connor does manage to injure it, and it gets a flamethrower, and the TX is shown as a she, and she tests the flamethrower out, and the truck driver that sees it, of course, is at first worried that he hurt it, but then is all creeped out and just goes the other way. I mean, that's a very smart thing. If some lady used her arm as a flamethrower, I'd be going the other way too. And the TX is totally ruthless. It's a machine. Of course it's going to be totally ruthless. And yeah, so if I just say it's a machine and it's ruthless, yeah, that's basically like saying the same thing twice. Why do I even bother? And then it doesn't feel pain. Like the T800 and T2 said, why interpret the T800 saying it does not feel, it feels pain? I don't think it feels pain like we do. Because if we were shot through the stomach, even if we could regenerate, we would still feel it. So the TX is like that. It does not feel pain as we do. And then the hybrid from Terminator Salvation is a whole completely different new machine. For one thing, there's only one hybrid shown in the movie, but I read up on it and there was a whole subplot where there are going to be all these hybrids, but in the final cut, I haven't seen the deleted scenes or anything, so if I make a mistake here, please correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, in the final cut, there's only one hybrid, and that's Marcus Wright, and as you can tell, the hybrid is something different. It's part human, such as Marcus Wright is a hybrid, and he still retains his whole identity. He's still human, except for the machine parts of him. And then he gets a chip in his head that slightly controls him, that Skynet can control him a little bit. And maybe if he didn't pull his chip out at the end, maybe Skynet would show greater control over him. Yeah. And also can't change forms, which is sort of a downright. I like machines that can change forms. Those are really awesome things. But it can't change forms, and the TX can. And as I did mention before, the hybrids can function completely without their chips. So that's sort of cool. It's a machine that's not reliant on a chip. It's sort of cool. Yeah. So now I'll state which movie I think deserves the point. And while I do like the hybrids, while I do like Marcus Wright, the fact is the TX just pwns the hybrid. The TX has more functions than it can, and really the only thing that is cool about the hybrid is the fact that it's part human and it can take out its chip. But still, the TX to me was just more awesome because I liked the T1000, and so the TX is like as I said earlier, a little step up from it, so it's cool. So this is another episode where T3 gets a point. So the final score, not the final score, that will be next episode. But in this episode, the score is T3 2 and Terminator Salvation 2. And next week, I will have the final episode out, so now that it's a tie, we'll see who wins. And the next episode will be on plot, since that's really a deciding factor in anything. So, hope you have a good day, and see you next video.